Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, I forgot to turn my light on. I look like I'm in a dark alley. All right, how's everybody doing tonight? We're back on Creative Exploration. I'm here with my guest and friend, Shadow Wanderer, who's here from a hacker convention in 1987, apparently. He's coming to us live through an entire modular video synthesis rig, which I will let him explain. But yeah, Shadow, he's been a friend of mine for years now. We've been just playing at this AI stuff together, and we both make music. We've made some tunes together. We will make more tunes together. I'm just in more of a visual place right now. And I mean, I love Shadow's music. I've loved it since the first time I heard it, and I hope more of the world gets to hear it in the near future. But yeah, man, why don't you introduce yourself, bud, and let the world know who he is?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. This is pretty exciting. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, I've been. First off, my name is David for for a real name to connect to this face, uh, and I've been making music for over 20 years now, um, and it has led me to some meeting some interesting people like yourself, and it's been quite like an interesting journey. I was hanging out in Discords for many years and found my way into a Discord that people were making a bunch of things in, and a bunch of coders and stuff. And somehow that turned into getting absorbed by stability, and I signed on to be their head of community, and then created their Discord, their Stable Diffusion Discord, alongside Karstwin, and brought a bunch of my friends in to help me out. And then after that was all settled and rolling, I switched to the marketing team
Yeah.
and media marketing, and I was doing writing all the music for their releases and before Stable Audio came out, and yeah, and then after the company started going through a bunch of turmoil and then ended up removing the entire marketing department, which kind of sucked.
Yep.
And so since
For
then, I've
real.
just been hanging out in hanging out in Discord land again. And Pers invited me to this news server with a bunch of people that it's been awesome to hang out in and see everybody making a bunch of things. It feels like the old days.
Something's
Uh,
cooking again.
yeah, something is cooking again. Who knows where it's going to end up? But I feel like as long as we all keep making things, then good things are bound to happen, you know?
For sure. Yeah,
And
man.
yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Yeah, man. Uh, if you guys haven't seen it yet, Shadow and I have done a couple music videos recently. One, we actually won, I believe it was the honorary mention of most Florida Man video.
Yeah.
For our Swamp Fest video for one of Shadow's
Yeah.
beats.
That
Was
was
for
real,
the
man. That was
Project
that's
Odyssey.
real
Yeah, we
life.
went and shot that out in the bayou. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but and then we made another one just last week called Chicken. And I don't, if you guys haven't seen it, I will run it right now. Let me pull it up real quick. I think I have it here. Yeah, this is a video. So Shadow made this beat. He could talk more about that. He always sends me these absolute rippers. So I was like, well, this one's about chicken, so we're making a video about it. Just gonna find out while I vamp here. Where are you, chicken? I make so much nonsense lately that it's hard to find the good nonsense. All right, here we go. There we go. Shadow, you won't be able to hear it, unfortunately, but
Oh,
you've
good.
heard it.
1,000 times.
Oh, I don't think it's playing. One sec. Let me restart it real quick. Sorry, everybody. First time I've ever streamed in my life. Oh. Oh, I see what happened. I'm blind and silly. All right, let's start this over. Let's turn this on. This is chicken. And so these are all
in the studio together when you eat
chicken. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, eat that. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it.
got the foot.
Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it. Eating chicken. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, eat that. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it.
Got the foot.
Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it. Eating chicken.
In the studio together when you eat
chicken. Oh, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, eat that. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it.
got the foot.
Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it. Eating chicken. Oh, to the much, least much, least much, least much. Freeze it, eat that. Least much, least much, least much, least much. Freeze it. Freeze it,
got the foot.
freeze it. Eating chicken.
In the studio together when you eat
chicken. Oh, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, eat that. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it. You gag. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it.
got the foot.
Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it. Eating chicken. Oh, least much, least much, least much, least much, freeze it, eat that. Least much, least much, least much, least much, freeze it. Freeze it,
got the foot.
freeze it. Eating chicken.
There we go. So yeah, that was chicken. And Shadow sent me that beat and immediately started making the video for it.
Yeah, that was interesting. That song basically wrote itself. Started with a vocal sample.
Yeah.
Freeze it, freeze it. But it's actually saying music, music, music. I just chopped off like the very beginning of the M. You can barely hear the M if you listen close. But it's like one of those audio hallucinations,
And
which
you get,
I find like really interesting.
yeah, you
when
get
those
like a
happen.
sample of something just past the
Yeah.
formant or whatever.
Yeah, it's like saying something.
Your
It's saying
brain
one
fills in
thing,
the
but
blank.
The way it like plays out, it sounds like it's saying something else. Like those have always like tripped me out. And like when I heard that, I was like, damn, it sounds like he's saying freeze it or like eat it or fucking gear it or
All
something.
kinds of stuff. Grease it, freeze it,
Yeah.
eat it.
Yeah, and then started with the vocal sample and then added the bass and then added a beat to it and then it just wrote itself. It was like didn't have to think about it. This is a total gardening beat where it just starts from a seed.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, and then all I did was I just started making text to video videos on Luma, and then we just cut it together like you would any music video.
Right. We did that thing probably took like the amount of work that we both put into it. It was probably only like 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you spent like 4 hours or 4 or 5 hours on it, and then for me, it was only like 2 or 3 hours to like write that. I was like, holy shit! Like
Some of
come
those are the
out-
best though when it just all just kind of comes together because the thread is strong. But yeah, man, I mean, I love doing it. It was super fun.
Yeah, that stuff is fun.
Absolutely. So yeah, we didn't really have a plan for tonight. We're just gonna kind of mess around, make some stuff, and chill out, and hang out with you guys. I've been playing with the Royal Cities fine tune of the Stable Audio Open thing, the the audio data set that's like available for everybody to use, which is awesome because like we can fine tune that data set and make it our own, do our own stuff with it. So Royal Cities, put that in the chat.
Nice.
Yeah, Royal Cities dropped they're on Twitter, on X, just x.com/Royal Cities. They dropped a fine tune trained on all their piano samples. So we have two models. We have the bass model and we have the piano sample model. So I figured we'd start by just loading those up and playing with those a bit, because they have you can infer stuff like text to audio, but you can also do audio to audio with text as well. So we can put in some of our stuff and see what it sounds like as we start to just chop into it, send it into latent space and stuff. But yeah, I mean, we'll start there, maybe move some stuff around, and then head over to Comfy and make some video stuff, and yeah, see where we go. But yeah, let's jump over to the sample thing. All right. Oh, this is Comfy. Okay, RC. So it's github.com/Royal Cities RC Stable Audio Tools. I'm not logged into YouTube on my machine. Give me 1 sec and I'll paste it in the other chat. There we go. Okay, so if you guys want to follow along, that's the GitHub right there. Dropped it in the chat. So yeah, it's not super hard to set up on Windows. It was the instructions are right here. If you've already installed Comfy, if you've already installed other stuff on your machine, this is pretty straightforward. Let's zoom in on this a bit and we'll just walk through this stuff real quick. So the first thing you want to do is find a folder on your computer where you want to do this. I did this in my Python tools folder. It's bigger. So I made a folder on my C drive called Python tools, and then CD, / Python tools. So it tells you to git clone the project. So I did that. I git cloned it into here. So then I'm in this folder, CD RC Stable Audio Tools. We're in here. Inside this folder, run this command. This is going to create a virtual environment for this. Then run the second command to activate the virtual environment. And then do the next step, which is pip install Stable Audio Tools. And then when that's done, you want to pip install dot, and that's going to install all the stuff in the main folder that you're in right now. Once that is done, you have to actually uninstall Torch and reinstall the new version, but you just keep doing this, keep going through it, doing the commands. And then when you're all done, it will it gives you this little bit like example of how to run it. But the idea is you just go to your area and you activate your virtual environment. So to do that for me, because I made my virtual environment .venv. So if you look in .venv, inside this folder, there's a folder called scripts. And inside that folder, there's a script called activate. So anytime you've installed a virtual environment, you just go virtual environment, venv, if it's dot or no dot, depending how you installed it, script, activate. That's all you need to do. Activate. Scripts. Activate. Not accelerate. Activate. There we go. That's all you have to do to activate your environment. And once your environment's activated, you can run it. Python radio.py. So this is gonna spin up the Gradio, which is like an interface we can use to talk to this thing. So all this hard work of like making this more user-friendly and all that was all Royal Cities. So go give Royal Cities some love. Go follow them on Twitter. They make cool music and they make cool tools for making music. So yeah, go check them out.
Nice.
All right, so we're installing this crap. And then we just get a bunch of warnings, but all this stuff is just flash attention and stuff that doesn't matter. Like 90% of the Python errors you get are just warnings. You can pretty much ignore them unless it's telling you that it won't run.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in danger.
Everything's fine.
All right. And so, yeah, it'll give you a little URL. So you just control click the URL. And it's our interface for inferring audio from the stable audio model. So the models go inside that folder. There's a models folder inside the RC Audio Tools folder. So you just go ahead and put those. Oh, geez. Put the models in that folder, and yeah, then they'll show up in this little drop down here. So we're gonna start. Actually, let's start with Royal City's Infinite Pianos because it sounds really cool. So his is set up to just hit random prompt, and it'll give you a prompt that works for the Royal City's fine tune. These prompts don't work so well for the original one, but yeah, you can. Let's see what this does. Let's just generate. So this is going to generate 8 bars at 128 BPM of piano music, soft E piano, plucky dance chord progression with top catchy melody, C sharp major, high reverb. Turn this
Can
down.
it do any other
bit.
scales?
Oh yeah. You can prompt them all.
Really?
Let's see what it sounds like. Oh, I don't know if I'm sharing my audio with you. Ooh, Shadow, let me fix that real quick. Just restart my stream, add audio. There we go. You should be able to hear. That feels like it's in time, right?
Let me see here. Seems like it. I don't know.
Sounds good to me, man. So let's try a sweeping, lush dance chord progression instead of a plucky one, but keep everything the same. And yeah, these are all saved in a generations folder in your folder, so you don't have to like make sure you remember to save them or anything each time. And the really cool thing about all the stuff he's added is he added a thing that figures out the MIDI pattern for whatever was played and gives you a MIDI file as well. So like if this came out and you like the playing but you don't like the sound, you can just take the MIDI file into like Ableton or whatever you use and just go for it.
See if we can do E flat minor.
E flat minor
scale. Yeah, so E lowercase b minor.
Yeah. And let's try grand piano. Happy majestic melody. Let's do it. I mean, this is all local. This is all free. You can just run this on your computer. You don't need to sign up for anything. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because if this can generate stuff I can play along with in a specific scale, then
Crazy, right? Yeah, dude. It's like, yeah, fucking right. Grand piano, happy majestic melody. Let's go. Sad, rainy evening piano, jazz piano. Yeah, that's right, Sean. You could just pop that MIDI onto a track and then load up whatever instrument you want. Start vibing. Woo! This is cool, man.
Yeah, it's interesting. Super interesting. Especially that it gives you the MIDI. Like, I think that's like
Yeah,
the biggest part.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's try E piano, funky staccato pattern. Oh no, but that'd be like a clavinet. I wonder if there's any clavs in here. Boop.
Boop.
So we got Shadow's whole rig wired up into the thing. So if you guys hear bleep
Oh, yeah, we
boops,
got
that's
it.
Shadow. It's Shadow. this is not a this is not an E piano. Oh, that's terrible. Here, let me make that big. Let me make that big. Chatting. All right, guys, check this out. That's Shadow's setup. I'm gonna see if I can actually grab your. Yeah, look at that. That's what the Prophet 8, Prophet, what's it? Prophet
6.
Prophet 6, yeah. It looks so much cooler with the analog video distortion. So cool. So let's jump over to the main model. You keep playing. I'm gonna load up the main model, and you just keep playing in E flat, and I'll see if our samples line up or not. Can you guys hear the synth? Okay. Let me know if you want a little more volume, a little less. Sounds great over here. Alright, model's loaded. Let's try. 808 trap, drums, fat kick, thin snare. It was spitting out like stuff in time for me, which is pretty cool.
You remember this? What was this, like one of the ambient tunes?
I mean, that doesn't sound too horrible. Busy hi-hats. So yeah, there's some preset tempos here, but you guys can actually unlock the BPM settings and just set your own tempos. And bar length 4 and 8. I think 8 bars is pretty much the length of the model, so. Not liking that. Let's try breakcore, drum and bass, jungle drums, erratic, fast and loud, baby. Honestly, with the most fun stuff, I think, is just making nonsense vocals with this thing.
Yeah, you can almost tell what they're saying. Like,
yeah, no, that's crazy. Ugh, it's pretty whack breakcore. No thanks. All right, let's try 808. Or no, sorry, trap vocals, male hip hop vocals, E minor, your E flat minor. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get one of those like nonsense ones we got last night. Honestly, one of them was so sick I sent it to our friend Jafufu and he made a whole beat out of it, so, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this stuff like this stuff can always be a springboard for a whole idea for a whole song. It's, you know, it might sound silly here in context, but once you start playing with it, you know, things change. He said way too early. You know, whatever, like some deep house place in France or whatever, that would go off. It's pretty fast. So it was like 12, 16 seconds, 20 seconds, you know, to generate, what, like 43 seconds of audio? It's faster than real time.
It sounded like it was in key too. I mean,
Oh, here we go. Yes, man. Let's try female hip hop vocals. Let's see what we get. It's just gonna be screeching or something. The captioning is like messed up. Yeah, the captioning's kind of messed up. I like that last one, the way it was going up like that. Yeah, the anxiety inducing.
Dopey pop. That's the dopey pop.
These are pretty sick, man. You start running them through what's that plugin you were showing me? Current or
Rift.
Rift, yeah.
Yeah, it would sound crazy with it getting all resonated.
Mm-hmm. I just heard like a huge kick under most of these. They would be fine.
Yeah.
Let's just try male hip hop vocals.
Yeah, put a Protestant in there too.
Yeah.
Right there at the end.
So, comments are audio quality soon, and Laura's would be great. So audio quality, audio sounds good because of what it was trained on, and we can't do that because it's not legal. But what we can do is fine tune our own versions of this, as Royal Cities did with the piano fine tune of this. He took this model that we're playing with now and like fine tuned it into the piano model. So like if you have really high quality stuff you've made, drum beats, bass lines, things like that, you can contribute those as fine tunes, and then we can have like all these different models that act as different almost like instruments that you could prompt out. So eventually we could have some sort of mixer software where we have all these models loaded and you're just inferring tracks from them and checking them out and stuff. So like we kind of have Laura's in the sense that all you have to do is fine tune your data, but the hard part is you have to fine tune your data. So you have to get it together. You have to caption it properly. You have to make sure it's all good. Like the reason the piano model is so good is because Royal Cities took the time to make sure the piano parts were all labeled correctly, the keys, the structure, all that stuff. So if you're willing to put in the work, you can get amazing stuff back. Like that model just spits out great piano parts over and over again. And that's a really telling, exciting thing that we have going forward. Because like, yeah.
Yep, it's definitely moving along, the march of
It's
technology,
fast.
dude.
Yeah, it's fast. What?
Like I can hear like through the lag on the stream. I keep like unmuting and muting the YouTube channel so I can hear
Oh.
it. And it's
Oh,
like
is it
I'm
not
just like
coming? It
sitting
should
here
be
waiting.
coming through. It should be coming
Uh,
through Discord.
Oh no.
Unmute me on Discord. You should hear it.
Uh,
You should.
it's all good. I just get like a lag from the stream.
Yeah, but yeah, it's funny, man. It's yeah. It's too bad you can't hear it. I guess I could sonobus it back to you. Yeah, I know, right? You keep playing it, and they get better and better every time. Some of the chats like keep it going. Yeah, check out my Generations channel. You got some cool stuff last night. Yeah.
Man, this process sounds so good, Dave.
The what?
This synth sounds so good. It's like crazy.
I know, man. Every patch is just gorgeous. Every time that comes up, it's like the surface of the sun. My face turns white. It sounds great. Permadose said it sounds like Fred again.
God.
Kind of does. But I like Fred again. Male hip hop vocals. Loud yelling. Loud yelling. Somebody screaming. Angry heavy metal vocals. E minor. E flat minor. If anybody has some suggestions in the chat, I'll try them out. You want to hear something? Let's try it. Yeah.
Like a test.
Yeah, let's
Like,
try
see if it knows what
ambient.
ambient is.
Let's just ambient. Like just ambient. Just the word ambient.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
ambient,
let's try that. I'm
baby.
curious. Yeah, I'm curious too. It's gonna be like tires and like metal scraping against stuff and just like absolute nonsense. It's like this is ambient music, right? How much VRAM does this need to run?
L major.
Yeah, top. It is currently using 17 gigs of VRAM.
17.
Yeah, that's not good.
Eesh.
This is ambient music, as you can tell. Yeah, that's terrible. It just made a horrible noise. Now let's try ambient music, drone synthesizer, E flat minor, peaceful. Beep 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 beep. Dave asked for Yoko Ono performing opera, but that pretty much just was, so. L major, yeah. That's in L major. In M minor.
Yeah, 17 gigs is huge. Jeez.
That's kind of nice, kind of Christmassy. Ambient fire alarm. Ambient fire alarm. I like that. Yeah, you know what, Reef, though? I don't know if it actually takes 17 gigs or if it's taking 17 gigs because I have it available. Let's see if it says on the GitHub what inference requires, because that's actually a very good question. Because there's probably some quantization and stuff you can do to make it load locally. Like what I'm trying to say is it might not actually take 17 gigs. Just reading GitHubs on stream, you know. It's just living the dream. Providing super fun content. Usually they say how much an inference takes. So yeah, the model is not able to generate realistic vocals. The model has been trained with English descriptions. It will not perform as well in other languages. It doesn't really perform English either. The model does not perform equally well for all musical styles and cultures. Yes, that is very true. The model is better at generating sound effects in field recordings than music. I agree with that. It is sometimes difficult to assess what types of text descriptions provide the best generations. Prompt engineering may be required to obtain satisfying results. That's also very true. Yeah, so it was trained on 486,492 audio recordings, most of which are from Freesound, and 13K of them are from the Free Music Archive. They're all CC0, CC BY, or CC sampling. It's an autoencoder and diffusion transformers model, and it uses T5 bass for conditioning. So it's this is probably the most sophisticated free open model that's available. Actually, I think it is. And the fact that you can fine tune on it is incredible. So this stuff might not be the highest quality, you know, right now to infer on, but it's an amazing base checkpoint for us to train stuff on. Because like when you train your stuff into it, then it starts taking on the quality of the stuff you trained in. So if we all train in our own high quality stuff, we're going to get really high quality community models that we're all allowing each other to share, and we don't have to steal people's music to do it. It's pretty great. But also, you know, it's open now, so if you want to make a Michael Jackson model, nobody can stop you. So
fine tune.
Yeah. I highly don't recommend it. But you know, if you want to do research and find out what Michael Jackson would sound like if he was making music today, then that would be one way of going about it, I think. All right, let's check out our ambient fire alarm. Nope. Nope. All right, lion roaring, dubstep bass, breakcore. That fire alarm was terrible. Apologies, everybody.
You just pitch it down 24 semitones, and it's like do.
Yeah.
And then there you go. Throw some resonators on it.
Yeah, I highly recommend you do not upload your research to Spotify. Your Michael Jackson research. Ooh.
What the hell is that? That fire alarm? What the heck? What are you doing over there?
This is sick. Yeah, okay. That's kind of sick. Doesn't sound like a lion roaring. But if we get rid of dubstep bass and breakcore, it might sound like a lion roaring. If somebody wants to try like a elaborate, complicated prompt to see if it works, paste it in the chat. I will run it. I don't think we can make anything NSFW on audio. You know what? That's not a challenge. So I think there's something about this workbook maybe where it tries to make beats or like music because it's always making 8 bars at a certain tempo. So I don't know if these inferences are, I don't know if these inferences are like the same as you would get from just doing it from the straight up stable audio notebook thing. So it's worth trying. It's worth trying the non-RC version. This might be more for making loops and parts for songs. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed when I make sound effects, sometimes the sound effects are like da 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 da. It's like okay, it's trying to make a beat.
You're gonna get. You're gonna get a beat. Like no, I want like birds chirping or something. It's like no.
All right, Lion Dubstep sucks. Industrial tuba in E fart minor. This is just going to sound like a Nine Inch Nails record. And then we'll try permas. A deep bass pulse rising into an electric hum, followed by a metallic clang and glitchy echoes, ending with a soft ethereal chime, which will probably just go. Oh, that sucked. Sometimes they suck. What are you going to do? It's AI. Oh no, it's an eep bass pulse. Let's try a deep one this time. I still want to know what an eep bass pulse sounds like, so I'm going to run this one. Error? Why are you mad?
It doesn't like you.
It does not. Oh, you know what? Did I... Maybe is the file name too long, maybe? Generations. Oh, it didn't even make the file. Oh, interesting. Let's try that again. System error. Am I at a hard drive space? No.
Oh no.
Weird.
Hmm.
Is the file too big or something? Maybe the prompt's too long.
Hmm.
I don't
That's
think
weird.
so. Yeah, it is weird. Very
Try chopping the
strange.
prompt in half.
Yeah, I just did. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Weird. I think it has to do with the concatenation here. Can you pass it time signatures? I have no idea. We can try. Probably doesn't know them, but... Alright, this isn't working, so I'm just going to restart it.
Ripperonis.
Yeah. And just restart the Gradio. Can you pass it time signatures? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, you know what? I got a bunch of extra spaces in there. Maybe that's why. Bet that's why. Deep bass sax. Alright, let's try that without the extra spaces this time. Fetch, you're good. Are you loaded? Yep. Hit it. Bet it works this time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, profit interlude,
Gotta
man.
something gotta slip the profit in there real quickly.
Yeah.
Running into a microcosm pedal too, so that's where you're getting all the little reverb, glitchy stuff. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, so I think it's really trying to just make music, which is actually really cool. But I have a feeling if you were to run these prompts on the other like inference notebook, they might actually come out quite different. You said sax 7 times and there's no sax in this. Oh, I know why. I think I know why. I have a feeling Royal Cities is model is loaded by default. I didn't refresh the page. So after I reloaded the thing, I think it's using his model, which would make sense because it sounds way better than it was. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's try the deep bass sax rising into an electric sax, followed by a metallic sax and glitchy saxes ending with a soft, ethereal sax. Sax me, baby. Yeesh. Not quite. Not my tempo. Well, nobody's seen Whiplash?
It rings a bell, but no.
Now, why did I throw a chair at you? It's that one where the teacher, J.K. Simmons, he's trying to like push the drummer kid way too hard, and like it's a good movie.
Is that a movie from the 80s?
No, it's from 2000s. It's really good.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
Flash.
Deep Bass
Feels
Pulse
like
is
a
crazy. Ooh, that's cool. I'm gonna put in not my tempo. But yeah, there's a scene where he's basically just like absolutely humiliating this kid in front of the whole band, like, you know, start again. Nope, you're rushing, you're dragging, you're rushing. He's like, which one were you, rushing or dragging? It's just like anxiety inducing. Yeah, it's crazy. Why does it make the best shit when you just put in random garbage nonsense? Well, I'll try Let's Split Up. Electric harmonica chorus, wooden xylophone melody, tacos crunching in B major. Okay. Rising to the glorious sound of a wet fish slapping you in the face. Oh, Let's Split Up is a banger. Yeah, we gotta try Geese for sure. Actually, that's funny because there's a whole model. I forget if it's ducks or geese, but there's a whole model that's trained on. Yeah, it's just on ducks or geese. I think it's geese. But it's like a geese audio model, and you can you can list, you make as many geese as you want. Yeah.
When nerds discover music, it's like, let me just train a model on geese. Like,
Yeah.
okay, dude.
Exactly.
Freaking nerd.
Maybe we can make the geese play Bach. Geese honking. at 128 BPM, 8 bars. So
As this reminds me of like an N64 game or something, like Donkey Kong.
what's happening there is, I'm realizing now, is he's appending 8 bars, 128 BPM to every prompt. That's why they're coming out like loops. So I don't know if there's a way to tell it not to do that.
But 999 BPM. Does it go that high? Like, is it what kind of...
Yeah, you can. I think you can just say it. Or maybe if you unlock it, it stops it from prompting. That might be the case. I'll tell you in a sec.
Like, bee honk, 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 honk. Whoa, bee honk, honk.
Yeah, it works. Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. All right.
Yeah, those are usable.
So let's run it again without lock BPM settings and check the thing.
Geese
Oh no,
187.
it's still
He's
there.
a
It's still
graffiti
there.
writer from 1986. Like,
Are you afraid of geese 187? Isn't the append setting right there under the load model?
okay.
No. No.
Bee honk, honk, honk. That's like rhythm.
Ooh!
Bee honk, 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 honk.
That was like a honk, a hi-hat. Fantastic. That'd be cool if there was a button to not append this stuff, but whatever. It's probably there to make all the MIDI stuff work. Makes
Can you
sense.
change the BPM right there? Or is there any different choices for it?
Yeah, there's a drop-down menu, but it doesn't really... So if I unlock them, I think I can set it... No. Man falling down the stairs.
Oh, it only goes to 150?
Think so.
Dang.
But again, like all you have to do is just load up the other version.
We need
of
like
this.
172. We need 174, man.
But like
the
other, so what I mean is the other version of this, you wouldn't like, none of this matters because you just, this is just adding to the prompt. I just can't remove it because of the way this works. That's all.
Gosh, they don't trust us. Ranch BPM geese step. Speed core. Speed geese. Speed honk.
This is the like slinkiest dude falling down the stairs. Just vibing. Falling down the stairs. Oh. Dude's just vibing, falling down the stairs. Man running into a wall at full speed. Blah 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 blah.
All right, that's Try doing the negative in the prompt and see if it cancels out.
It won't. It'll just make nonsense. It sounds like somebody hitting a speed bag, a boxing speed bag.
Yeah, these could be made into breaks.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, so the stable audio open tools, like these, there's another notebook I think you can just grab. In fact, I think you can actually infer this stuff in Comfy. Yeah, you can just infer it in Comfy. So you like this whole BPM thing doesn't matter. Like you can just load this in Comfy and do it there too. I just wanted to use this one because of the cool musical aspect of it, but you know, and it's I don't know, it's got this cool the MIDI thing is really sick. That's not in the original. All right, so female soul vocals, 1968, love ballad, E flat minor.
Give me 1 second. I got some food ready. Is that okay?
Ooh, no, absolutely not.
Some salmon, some fish hitting you in the face,
Ooh,
dude.
lucky.
I'll just put this camera over here.
Nice. Go fuel up. We'll make some more nonsense. Okay, let's try a wizard casting dark spells in a rainy alley. Why not? Steps in CFG. Yeah, increasing the steps just makes it take longer. It doesn't sound much better. And yeah, CFG I haven't played with much. Crazy. Doesn't sound like a wizard casting spells to me. A mountain bike in the woods, racing fast. I think it's going to make more music. I guess technically, yeah, it would be easier to do this in the other one, but I don't have it set up, so we're going to do it in this one. All right. Crazy stereo, like just crazy stereo. You're right, that could be how a wizard casts spells. I don't know. I'm no expert. So this is fun. Let's try some init audio. I'm going to try the chicken track, and I'm just going to turn it the hell down, and I'm going to trim a section of it. Did it work? Oh, did I try to load a video? Yeah, I did. Smooth, man. Smooth.
Set the BPM to 152 because I think that track was 150.
It won't matter or work.
If that's even a thing.
Yeah. I don't know why the audio thing isn't working though. That's odd. Let's have a little refreshery here. Using it audio, yeah, chicken, yeah. Oh, there we go. So let's turn you down a little bit, and let's trim like 33 seconds. Will it? Is that gonna work? Why do you hate me today, man? Hey, Bennett. Yeah. Wonder if this is a stream thing. The problem is if I can't trim it, it's gonna be like super long. Yeah, great. Oh, do I have Audacity? I do have the Audacity.
Audacity.
I have the Audacity to do this live. Downloads, my God. So many files. Chicken. Dude. Why do you let me download all these files, man?
Hey, man.
This is crazy. This is
All in the
crazy.
name of progress.
I guess. There he is, chicken.
You say so, dude.
If you say so, bud.
I can't believe you making me do this.
Let's turn this down so I don't blow everybody's face off. Let's find a cool spot. Let's do.
In the studio together when you eat.
Freaking chicken, man.
Yeah, man. Eat chicken.
Yeah, do this somewhere in the second drop since
35.
it's like has less going on in the bass.
Well, I thought it'd be funnier to have way more going on in the bass.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's about good there, maybe ish. Yeah, let's grab that. It new, paste it. I don't care, just save it. What? Export wave, sure. Sure. Sure, why not? That all sounds great. It's so much faster on the stupid Gradio app when it works. All right, music, untitled. Turn you down a bit.
Chicken or
Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's run this through. Let's say male hip hop vocal. So trap music, male hip hop vocal. And so this init noise level here, this is how much of the like dream it dreams over. So it's sort of like the denoiser when you're doing images. So we're going to set that to about 0.5 to start, and this should be pretty close to the input. Should be pretty close. Freeze it, freeze it, freeze it, freeze it. I think it takes a little longer. Oh no, I guess it's about the same. And you know what? I didn't hit use init audio, so it didn't do anything. That was full dream, so now I'm using init audio, apparently. Oh, let's see if it takes any longer. What, it took 17 seconds last time? Nah, about the same. 6 iterations per second. Eating chicken.
chicken.
It's pretty interesting what it does. It's not necessarily better, it's just different. And I don't know, there's something really interesting about taking your stuff and like running it through and just seeing what the possibilities are, stuff you would have not considered.
Yeah.
And that might actually just that might actually like trigger something for you to go back into your project and like add something that's like that.
Right. Try putting more noise on it.
Yeah, I just did 1.5. See? It's starting to turn into something different. Like I can listen to a whole record of just like AI reinterpreted like songs I know, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just yeah, literally chopped and screwed, but like chopped and machine learned.
Huh. Chop and diffuse.
It's so trippy. It's so trippy. Would you change it to like I don't know, 808 drums? Like
It's like adding more drums.
yeah, it's just adding all kinds of weird. That's
Like-
2.3. It's so weird. So we're at 2.3 noise now. We're adding Adding 808 drums to the prompt. See what it does. I wonder at what point it starts making a 8-bar loop at 128. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's not even related to the source material.
How much noise does it go up to? Is there a limit?
Oh! That's crazy. Let's go back to like 1.8 maybe. Almost say female vocals, soul music. Give me some Motown. Give me some Motown dubstep.
Saxophone.
Saxophone. Here we go. You should put the audio of you counting to 4 from the live portrait stream. No. I've heard that audio enough. Thank you.
Take the one from your generated podcast.
Yeah. Woo! That's so trippy. Me, jibba. All right, let's try 6. Let's try 666. 6.66. The devil's init noise level.
Now that's what I call diffusion.
Yeah. What the hell? Jeez. That is definitely the devil's init noise level. What about like 1.6?
What the heck? What? What that? Yeah.
Evil chant.
So which model is this? Is this the piano one still, or is this?
No, this is the
open one?
normal. Yeah, the normal. Although the thing wigged out. Let me double check that. I think when I refreshed it, it got confused, but it's still. I think it's still got that model loaded. Let's double check. Eat chicken.
Chicken Little.
Creating MIDI. It's so weird how it like displaces the one sometimes. Like it like almost like it just like skips the record and then it comes back to like it's weird. It's super weird. Let's try male hip hop vocals again. This is getting cool sounds in there. Well, after this generation, I think I am going to get up and make a coffee. If you want to make amazing synthesizer music for a while, we can spin that up, and then I'll come back and start making some stuff in Comfy while you make sounds, and hopefully we'll...
Do I get to make a coffee too?
Absolutely not. Only I may have coffee. Ooh, that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Are you gonna make a coffee? Go make a coffee now. If you're gonna make a coffee,
Okay, yeah. Give
then
me
I'll
one
then
second.
I'll go make one, and then we'll both have coffee. This is what happens when you get old. You need like coffee constantly to stay awake after 7 p.m. Coffee fiends. It keeps doing that thing where it like jumps off. But man, is that cool. Let's just try a init noise level of 1. And let's try like breakcore. See if we can get it like all violent and stuff. Scoodly. That's so crazy. All right, here, let me make this big so you can vibe out. There we go. Where are we? There you are.
You guys can't see it, but I'm recording into Ableton right now. Figure something out here. I don't know what I'm doing, so. Yeah, we got the synth right here that's on the camera, and then we have this video synth that is running. The camera's running through. Let me see if I can like not have it all somewhat normal. Somewhat normal, just goes black. Let's see. Well, anyway, there is that video synth, and then there is a synth right here. Let me mess with these colors some more. These is too dark in here. Let's see. Some of this already. Alright, we got somewhat normal colors here. Alright, seems like good enough. Throw me some of those goose honking samples. Maybe we can fuck around with some of the samples we just generated. Presets all the way. Can't hear my Ableton. All right, let's see if can you hear that? It's not sending anything. Ripperonis. Okay, I guess we're just playing. Let's see here what we got. Synth it is, dude.
Sorry, guys. I didn't realize the wasn't coming through. That's probably something on my end, but we'll have to just hear Shadow's synth.
It's a cool view. It's like down low, close to the key.
Man, that's cool sounding.
I know, this is like, I've been defaulting this preset. I don't know if it's like, I messed with the preset a little bit. I can't even remember which original preset it is now.
Hmm.
But like, I messed
It's-
with like a couple of different parameters on it, but mod wheel fucking gets it like W.
It's very like 70s sci-fi, but like in like a really cool way, not in a annoying everyone doing it.
Yeah, and this, I think a lot of it comes too from this microcosm pedal, which is like, so the profit's going through just channel 3, and then the headphone out of this profit's going into a microcosm pedal, which is giving like 7 and channel 7 and 8. And so like, you have something coming straight down the center, and then you have like all this stuff up top on the ambient stuff. It's like a granular delay pedal. Like the sunrise or something, dude.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, love it. I wish the audio wasn't cutting out. Fucking.
Oh, is it being dumb again?
Yeah, it's okay though. It's only every now and then. But just yeah, as long as people know, friggin' internet, man. It's just the internet.
Freaking internet, man. What the heck, dude?
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It shows I'm lagging like crazy on Sonobus.
Yeah, I think maybe your Wi-Fi or something's just jonking.
Handle this upload, man.
Yeah, it's too fat. Synth's too fat, dude. Synth's too fat. It happens.
Internet sucks.
Yeah, baby. Well, you just continue making the awesome noises, and I will start talking about this cool thing I wanted to show everybody. Just level this down a bit. All right.
Let me get my coffee 1 sec.
Beautiful. So yeah, while you make awesome noises, I thought I would talk about the condition masking stuff we started with Flux last week, but talk about how to, do that in ADIF. So I'm going to start building out a workflow and explaining it to people. So feel free to make noises. Or we'll use it as a soundtrack. There we go. All right. So, here we are in ComfyUI, and what we did last week was we used condition masking to basically mask out areas in the in the images where we wanted to put stuff. But I want to do that with the animation in a new way that's not necessarily IP adapters, which I normally do. So, in order to do that, we're going to just start a new project. Load checkpoint. This is going to be a regular, simple ADiff project. Same one we always build. This will help get that muscle memory in your bodies. All right. All right. Clip. We're going to add a clip text and code. We're going to add a second one of those. Model goes to a LoRa loader. We're going to load the V3 adapter. It helps with smoothness and AnimateDiff. Clip goes in there and out to these two. This is our new model output. We need a KSampler. Positive, negative, and our latent image. In the VAE, image out, video combine. Okay. 24 frames per second, AnimateDiff, H264 MP4, CRF of 13, save output true. Out of the VAE decoder, samples comes from the KSampler. VAE comes from the first node, the VAE node. Image out to the video combined to finish. KSampler model comes through the LoRa loader into the KSampler. Positive, negative, we're all good to go. This is our regular setup. We gotta add AnimateDiff to it now. Model through AnimateDiff. We're going to grab a looped uniform context as always. We'll grab our sample settings. We can leave those as default for now. That's fine. Use Animate LCM SD15 T2V. LCM squirt linear 1.15 motion scale. Do not apply the models properly. 1614. Everything else, all the same as always. Alright. 11, CFG of 2. Let's go to LCM beta. Alright. That should do it. So this should just make an AnimateDiff animation. So, cat in the grass. 16 frames, 512 by 512, blah, 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 blah. Let's fix the seed, and we'll do 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a great seed. How unique. Would appear to be a cat in the grass. My poor computer. My poor computer, what is happening? Dang. It's just a 512 by 512 video. What's going on here? Oh, that was weird. All right. Here's our cat just vibing. Let's try 24 frames. Maybe we can get an actual loop here.
Got a cat here somewhere. My camera's stuck and it can't go farther than a certain point, but he's sitting right here.
Very cat-like to be just out of reach.
Yep, he's chewing on his foot.
They do that. There we go. Look at that little guy. We got a little cat. All right, so yeah, I'm just going to leave this open for a minute. If anyone wants to copy this workflow, get it set up. These are AnimateDiff. These are prompts. This is just the beginning. We're going to go real deep with this, but this will get you started. Delete an image is technically purple because it's diffusion stuff. And then there we go. All right. Does this workflow make sense to everybody? We load our checkpoint, LCM checkpoint, into the V3 adapter. That goes into our AnimateDiff loader. All the settings are down here. Our prompt is here. Our KSampler is here. These are the settings. 11 steps, 2 CFG, sampler name LCM, scheduler, beta, or SGM uniform, whichever you like. Video combined settings, frame rate of 24, whatever you like. File name prefix, whatever you like. Format, MP4, CRF of like 13, 15, something like that. Oh, there he is, cat. There's that cat.
He's a good cat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Where's my cam? Hello? Oh, there I am. I wasn't there. Now I am. All right. 512 by 512, 24 frames. Cat in the grass. Nah, SFW nude. Okay, so what do we want to do exactly? I wanted to get into masking, to do masking things, to mask things, to do mask stuff. You know? So normally we use like IP adapters and ControlNet for that, but what's actually really fun is to use conditioning masking. What is that? Well, this is conditioning. These positive prompts, right? This is the conditioning, cat in the grass. Right now, this conditioning applies to the entire screen. But what if I wanted one conditioning to apply to one part of the screen, another conditioning to apply to another? So, for example, let's create a new workflow in a new window real quick. So I'm going to create shape mask. This is in KJNodes. You can get that out of the manager. All right, mask, and we're going to add a preview, mask preview. Mask preview. There we go. All right.
High five, cat.
High five. So the frame width and height is 512 by 512. We can actually do some clever math stuff to calculate all this stuff in the actual project. But for now, we're just going to leave it at 512 by 512 so we can not go crazy. So this node is going to make a mask in the shape of whatever shape you give it, circle, square, triangle, in this location. So in the middle of 512 by 512, 256 by 256, it's going to place a square 128 by 128. So to show you what that looks like, it looks like this. These are the default settings. So if I wanted it to go down, I would increase the location Y, and the center point would go down. If I wanted it to go, if I wanted it to go, if I wanted it to be wider, I could say 512, and it's going to be the whole width of the frame. This is actually what I want to do. I'm also going to make this 256. Okay, and I'm going to move it down. 384. Yeah. Let's pretend that's math. Okay. So now the top half of the image and the bottom half of the image are going to be two different things. The white is the mask, and the mask inverted is the black. So I take this node that we've just set up and copy it, bring it back over here and paste it. I can use it to create a mask inside my other project. So if we use the set conditioning, the conditioning set mask node, it actually takes a mask. So we make 2 of these, and we plug the first mask, the shape mask, into the first one, and the inverted mask into the second one. And now the first mask is going to do the first mask, second mask into the second mask. So what we have to do is duplicate this positive prompt. So let's bring this down over here. We're going to need 2 of these. We don't need it plugged in here anymore or here. It's going to take, actually we do need it plugged in here. We're just going to take its clip. We're going to copy it and paste it. We need another one. Grab the clip. So this is our first positive prompt. This is our second positive prompt. The top positive prompt is going to be for the stuff at the top. The bottom positive prompt, actually no, the other way around, because the mask is white at the bottom. So this will be the white. This will be the white part. This will be the black part. So let's make. Yeah, that's fine. Another thing we can do is visualize that by adding a preview, mask preview, to each one, and then you'll know the white part of each mask is the part that'll be affected. So we can say, I think this is the bottom, so I'm going to say grass, and for this one I'm going to say sky. So now this conditioning needs to be combined before it goes into our positive prompt, so let's do that. A combine conditioning, it's just a node. And plug it in. That's all there is to it. So we're just splitting our mask into 2 different masks, and then we're putting prompts into those masks, and then we're recombining those masks into one final mask that will actually do the thing. And this is our negative prompt for everything. So I'm actually, just to clean this up a little bit, I'm going to move that there, move that there, move that there, move that there. So we should have everything we need in here. Make this nice and big so you can screenshot it. But yeah, so when we run this, bottom part will be grass, top part will be sky. Maybe. Let's find out. Boom. So this is a really cool way to control your composition without having to always rely on IP adapters. If you want things to be in a certain place, this is a great way to do that. It's also a cool way to play with composition. Yeah, I'll show you some examples of that. But yeah, look at that. We get grass and sky. We want the grass to come down a bit, you know, the sky to be higher in the shot. We just bring this down. The location was like 420. And that's not even enough. Let's do 500. There we go.
Nice looking cow right there.
That's a damn fine cat you got there.
Damn cat right there.
YouTube is not receiving enough video. Well, hopefully that is not the case. Lost our kitty. All right. Yeah, see? And we got the grass down low and the clouds up high.
How long
This
does
is
one of
super
these
cool.
renders take?
Oh, not very long at all. It's really fast.
Nice.
It's also pretty low res, but yeah, they're pretty fast. So let's do fire and water. So one thing you might notice is that the sort of border is not solid. It's sort of dreamy, which is cool. But sometimes it can get too dreamy and it's weird. So if you want to like control that kind of stuff, you need to start adding ControlNet to the mix. So I'll add that next.
Can we put the cat back in there? at
No,
some point?
absolutely not. No,
Okay.
no cats, man.
All right. I see how it is.
I understand. I understand.
What do you got against cats, man?
Oh wow. Okay, this is kind of cool though. All right, so the cat will be on fire then?
Oh man.
No.
God. Can't believe
So
you've done
the bottom will be cat toys, yarn, and
Scratch
glitter. Oh yeah, scratching posts. And the top will be cat. This is pretty cool. I mean, he's just sleeping on a bed, doing scratching post bed thing, but oh no, there's yarn and a cat toy. Yeah, I mean, this is a really cool way to control the actual composition of your shot. Like, holy cow.
Yeah.
And of course, you don't have to make this mask in Comfy, right? Like, you can make this mask in Photopea or Photoshop or Paint or whatever you like. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's
That's interesting. Was that mask like a straight line across the bottom?
Yeah, that's
And then it diffuses into something that's actually
yeah, so that's
the-
what I was gonna talk about next is the
yeah.
So like as you can see, the line is not it's just it makes its own decision as to what the border is. But you can actually enforce that too if you take what you've made here, the mask or whatever, and then turn it into an image. So convert mask to image, and then now it's an image, so I can do ControlNet pre-processing on it. So we'll pick the auxiliary preprocessor because it's got all the preprocessors in it. And I'll do I think for this one it'll be line art. We want to find one that gives us a good solid line. So let's have a look at what that gives us. That's not a good solid line. I'll explain why as soon as I find one. Actually, I think head might be the way to go. Nope, it looks like chromed. Scribble? I really just need that line, man. Line art. Standard? Yeah, that'll work. So now I have the line. I have the separation of the mask. So I can run that through ControlNet, and it'll give me the power to sort of define where that line is. So let's move this stuff out while we generate this kitty. Apply ControlNet Advanced. We are going to plug the positive and negative through this. Yep. And this is our image, so that comes from there, and our ControlNet is going to be let's do head. All right, head is soft edge, and we'll do like we'll start at 1, and you'll see that it's just like a super hard cut, and then we can control how. Oh my god, look at this one cat like cozying into the other cat, clipping into its head. Rubbing its face and just clipping right into the head. So now if I run this, this should be based on the what did I do? Oh, I just tried to load a flux ControlNet, so that might not work. I guess it's soft edge, yeah. All right. So this should give us like a much more solid definition of where the line is. Okay, there we go. So what tends to happen here with ControlNet is it takes over. So like this is way too much ControlNet, right? Like holy crap. It's like a yarn waterfall with no cat. So I like to just like set it down to like 0.25 or something. Like way down the strength and end percent. And then just start raising it up until you kind of get it where you like it.
It's like tuning an instrument.
Pretty much. But yeah, see now we're getting that nice separation. But it's still got that like I'll decide where the edges are sort of vibe to it. So yeah, see there's the cat on the surface and it's actually flat. So then if you were to like not think of this as a way to separate the whole thing and like let's do like 384 by 384. So we'll put a square in the middle, basically. It'll make more sense this way, I think. Yeah, so now the mask, yeah. You know what I could do? Image concatenate multi 3. And we can go to no 1 3. Then this image goes out to a preview image. Sure. Match image sizes, why not? So this should just do a little thing that puts the 3 masks together. Yeah, see? So we got the yarn in the middle now. And the cat on the outside. So yeah, there's our masks. That's the idea. We've got the subject in the center, the second thing in the border, and we're using this mask with ControlNet to sort of define that border. And then if you adjust the 576 by 320, actually no, let's do 320 by 576, and then this will matter too. Okay, actually here, I'll show you why this is kind of cool. So let's go primitive integer. Okay. So we'll get 2 of these. This is going to be our width and height, and we're going to just set these in one spot so we don't got to keep changing it. And we're going to do simple math. I know, it's scary. Frame width, frame height. So width, height, width, height. So now our width and height are here, and we can say we want 320 by 576. We'll do tall. We can also do batch size if you want. 24. Convert you into a batch, please. There we go. Okay, cool. So we're pretty much always going to want our mask in the center of this. So there's this node called Simple Math, and it's really easy. You plug the thing you want into A, and then you do the math. In this case, I want A divided by 2. That's it. I just want to divide A by 2. A divided by 2. Okay? that integer is going to be our location because that's the center. It's half of whatever the thing is. So we're going to change our location X and Y to inputs. And we're going to set another one of these. Do the height, A divided by 2. This will be location, location. Okay, so now all we have to worry about is the width and height of the shape. So we know our resolution is 576 by 320. So our shape width will do 320 divided by 2. So you can actually do math right in here too. So 320 divided by 2. And then 576 divided by 2. And that's going to give us a sort of like thing in the middle. So let's see what it looks like. Boom. It gives us a square in the center. I like it, but I don't love it. I want it to be a little bigger. So let's do 200 by like 340. That's pretty good. I want it to be a little taller, so we'll do 400. Not bad. Let's do 420. So you can just keep iterating like this. I'm just hitting Control Enter until I'm happy with the sort of width and height. I like that. 180 by 420. So yeah, you can play with it like that. Or again, you can just build these in Photopea or whatever you want. Now that we have our cool little thing, it's going to render this awesome looking sort of pillar. And then if you want it to, go harder and harder into that, this stuff, you really need to like, increase the strength of the ControlNet. Now you can control all that. The LoRa is the LCM one. The LoRa is the V3 SD15 adapter. I find it helps with the animations. The little cat's turning into a ball of yarn. That's interesting. So let's try let's just try water and fire again. Put fire in the middle, water on the outside. Make sure it's still doing the thing. Looks like it's combining them a little harder in this res, like as just like prompt combining. And that can happen when your masks are a little too small. In this case, everything's a little too small. I feel like if I increase the res by double, everything might look better. This is looking cool. This is looking quite all right. What do we got? Yes, that's the kind of thing I wanted. So, you've got like this really awesome way to separate subjects and concepts and stuff. And another note I wanted to talk about was Phil's upscaling stuff. So Phil, Machine Delusions, has a node called FL KSampler Plus and a node called FL Upscale Model Loader? Yeah, FL Upscale Model. This is really important because he found a way to load those upscale models that we use, the really the ones that take forever. Squish them down to 16-bit instead of 32-bit, and they are just way faster. I mean, just way faster, by orders of magnitude faster. So let's take our output from there. We're going to send that into our upscaler. We're going to load the 4x realistic rescaler. I'm going to downscale by 0.5 because we're upscaling it we're upscaling it 4 times, and then I'm downscaling that 50%. So it'll be 2 times what it is for the upscale. We plug that into the image. So Phil's node is really cool. It requires 4 steps, CFG of like 1.5, 2, 1, whatever. The sampler, LCM, scheduler, beta, input type image, because we're going in through the image. So the X and Y slices are calculated here. I'm going to know that I want This is going to be one slice this way and two slices this way because it's tall. So one slice on the X, two slices on the Y. Overlap 0.05. Batch size of 1 is fine. With this, you can set a batch size based on how much VRAM you have for the upscaling. Do this. Get it as high as you can before you crash. It saves a lot of time. All right. We're going to plug all the stuff in. I need my model from AnimateDiff. Positive from the positive, negative from... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to take it from the ControlNet. I'm going to take it from the original conditioning. So this is our positive conditioning out. And this is our negative conditioning out. I'm actually going to turn this green because it's technically our positive conditioning. Yeah. Okay. Boom. Negative, positive. Latent image is not necessary because we're using the image version. Denoise, we're going to set to 0.3, I think. 0.2. It was. Okay. So the other thing I need is one of these video combines. I can copy and paste that, pop the image out. So this is going to be a sick little upscaler. Let's see what it looks like. I think those settings are correct. We'll do another fixed prompt of just random nonsense. Oh, just numbers. Yeah. All right. Make sure everything's cool. Yeah. So let's run. We'll probably do another version. Oh no, it's not. Okay, cool. So look how fast this is upscaling at 4 times. Like, I don't know if you've ever upscaled, but like this is so fast.
Yeah,
it's insane.
The upscale would take longer than the...
Oh, I forgot to grab the VAE from the boop. VAE from the checkpoint. And what was the other thing that was mad? That's it? Yeah. So yeah, this is gonna... So that upscaled all the frames of this video to 4x there in that time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And see, now it's upscaling the 2 slices. So 1 slice wide, 2 slices tall. So it breaks it up into like tiles and then upscales them. But it does it at like, you know, with LCM, double the resolution, but
Yeah,
4 steps.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember there was a good long while where the upscaler would take longer than the diffusion render. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is crazy.
Like it would just hang at the end, because the models got so fast. Remember, it was like,
Oh yeah.
like it would spit out an animation all quick, and you could save that. But then it's like, oh, if you have upscale it, it's like sits there and just hangs. It's like, damn. But now it's like, geez.
Yeah, look at that upscale. It looks nice. Clean.
Fruity Loop upscale model? No.
It's really good. Super impressive. See that workflow is super handy. Yeah, I mean you can make it a circle. Just make it I think 256 by 256. Just make the circle even numbers. That's all.
Did you have like animating masks instead of just like?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's more of the ControlNet stuff and the IP adapter stuff, but you can totally do it with conditioning too. You can try that.
A drop shadow on there.
We can actually try that. Let me load up Blender real quick and make a whole mask. I haven't even tried that yet. That's interesting. Look at that. That's cool. Like the circle.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
Do the ControlNet models download automatically with the all-in-one node? No, just the preprocessors. So the all-in-one preprocessor node will preprocess anything, but you actually still need to download all the corresponding models to do the thing. So this looks great. That's awesome. All right, Blender. Make a mesh. Point a camera at it. I've done this so many times. If you want to learn how to do this, go check out one of my Blender tutorials on it. I am going to speed run this because we're just making a super quick texture. Set your camera in the center, bring it up. Oh yeah, look at it. It's above the thing. That's fantastic. All right. Point it down, have a look at it. It's totally messed up. That's absolutely fine. We're going to switch to camera and go to orthographic mode. Switch it to a scale of 2. Now it fits inside perfectly, no matter what your resolution is. In this case, my resolution is 320 by 576. That being said, we are going to actually increase that by about 200%, so it looks better. So when I render this, it'll render it at double the resolution, but this is our base resolution. This is great. This is the mask we're making, so we're off to the races. Let's go. Okay, next things next. Let's switch to shader mode. Jump over to your plane, which is the thing on the ground, and we are going to add a new material, an emission material. We're going to go up to the render settings, go to color management, and turn it to standard mode. That's going to make it white, bright, light, white, bright. And then we're going to go back into camera settings, hit this little data thing that looks like a camera, and go to viewport display and turn the passepartout all the way up. So that'll remove everything that's outside of our camera's purview. So now we have our plane, blah, 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 but when we look at it through the camera, it's actually what our render is going to look like. This is important for when you're working, so you know what things look like. If you're working on a black background, you can turn the passepartout down a bit and get contrast between your background and the color, but if you're not, it doesn't matter. So let's pull this over and open a shader editor. So this is our shader. It's an emission shader. It shades all white to the one thing, so we can plug textures into this to make it do cool stuff. I am just going to very easily use this FXNodes pack, available on Gumroad FXNodes. Just has a bunch of shaders built into it, so we're going to grab a sphere, and I'm going to plug it into the color, and it's going to give me a sphere. Perfect. So 0.5. I'm going to get rid of the softness completely, so it's just got a hard shell around it, and the border, we're going to leave it 0.5 because it's not doing anything. What I'm going to actually animate is the position, and I'm just going to move it up and down and down and work it. All right, so 0.4. We're going to do this the easy peasy way, 90 frames. All right, start it here, hit I to add a keyframe. I don't know what I means, but it's the I key. And then we're going to go to halfway through, which is frame 45, and we're going to move this down to negative 0.4. Hit I, and then go to the final frame. Go past it 1 to frame 91, and then change that back to 0.4, and hit I while your mouse is still over it. Then when you hit the spacebar, it's going to interpolate. What? Oh my god,
Nice.
it's moving.
Oh my
Look at it
gosh.
go. That's incredible. So let's
Spotlight.
save that, and then we'll see what it does. I think that'll be the easiest way to tell what the mask is doing. So tall, moving mask. And I'm going to save it as a FFmpeg video. Encoding will be MP4, perceptually lossless, blah, 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 blah. I for insert keyframe. That makes sense. Yeah. I was like, why is it I? That's totally makes sense. All right, so skaboosh, that should do it.
Gadoosh, insert keyframe.
Okay. So we have our mask. Let's throw it in the project and see what it do.
I'm curious to see what happens.
Yeah, me too. So we don't need this anymore. All this math, we don't need any of this anymore because we have a video. Load video, upload. Let's upload the video. It's in C temp. Whoa, temp. Tall moving mask. Amazing.
There
Alright.
we go.
Let's get rid of you and you and
Mr. Boing Boing.
someone invited me to play Rocket League while I'm streaming. Gonna get rid of all the concatenating and all the. We don't need any of this right now. But what I do need to do is convert this to. First things first, image scale. And here's where we're going to use the target res and thing of the thing. So we're going to say width height here, and we're going to say crop center. So our video is now going to be resized to our project size. Then we're going to convert that to a mask. And that'll be the first mask. And this, we're just going to invert mask. And plug that into this one. And this is our first mask. Grab that and it'll do all the processing. And then this will preview out. So we can see it. And oh, no. We need a video combine. I forgot it's a video now. MP4 13, don't save. Okay. Images come from here. Yeah, man. Okay.
Ready?
I don't know. Let's try it. Hard to say. Good work.
Let's go.
If it work, there'll be a little, there'll be a little sphere walking around. Oh, yeah, no, that's right. That's all good. Yeah, no, it should work. I think it's going to work.
Oh.
Looking good, man. Ooh, that upscale looks good.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Come on.
Do the thing. Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
It's not really moving.
It's not moving though. What? What the heck?
I don't need that. So let me think about that for one sec. It should though. It should. Oh, you know what? Let me try switching the conditioning area to mask bounds. That tends to make the mask stay inside the mask.
Mm-hmm.
This might actually make a difference. But it should be moving. It should be moving. It should be moving. So this is in here. This is in here. These masks are into the conditioning. Unless the conditioning can't take masks, or it can't take batches, but I imagine it can.
Hmm.
Weird.
Come on.
Oh, I know what's wrong. It is working. I know what's wrong. It's going to seem like it's not working again. It's because I have the batch size set to 24 frames. But that's not the case.
How long is that? Yeah.
The video is 90 frames. So we're going to grab the frame count and make that the batch size and forget about our manual one because we have a video now.
Goodbye.
So this will take longer to render, but it'll be correct.
Take 3.
There we go. Yeah, so this will take longer, but it should do the mask thing.
Yeah. You can see it like just barely move down.
It's starting. Yeah, it's starting. Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think what'll happen is if I start increasing the ControlNet, it'll be like even more and more.
Sick. So you could have the context like follow around wherever you want it to go in the scene. That's crazy.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I just watched Live in Pompeii at Pink Floyd again in 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the like echoes and just like it's so
Yeah,
good.
this makes me think about like what is it where like you rotoscope someone out of a scene and then like have that as like the context mask, and then they're like moving around like breakdancing or something, and then it's like doing this.
Yeah. Except it's like abstract.
Yeah. It would make for like really clean but like blended, like how these animations are coming out. Like
Yeah.
they look like one thing, but not, you know?
Definitely. Yeah, it's funny, like the power of masking is just like universally awesome. Like you understanding layers and how to mask things and how to composite things, like you can use it everywhere. So it's like music. It's like knowing how to mix. Could have used every second frame of the video. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want the video to go faster, you can select every nth and increase that. And every number you increase that, the more frames that it skips as it goes through. So 1 is none, select every frame, but 2 is select every second frame. So it'll do a frame and then skip a frame and then do a frame and then skip a frame. Makes video half as long but twice as fast. KJNodes. Sorry. I think some allergens were released recently. Both me and my wife are just snorting all over the place. Yeah, loving it. My nose is crunkling around. It's been so nice having the intergalactic spaceship music in the background.
Yes, I just played a chord and put it on hold, and it's just.
Oh man, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
I'm not trying to work hard over here. Like,
no,
like, I don't even know how to play. Like, jeez, man.
No, you know how to play well enough. It's fine.
Well enough.
It's fine. It's all
as
that
it looks like I
matters.
know what I'm doing, I'm fine.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
just play all the black keys. That's all you gotta do.
Just keep convincing people. That's all you gotta do.
I played with the filter and left it too closed. Should come back here soon. Oh, I found out that like the video.
Oh,
Ninja
look at it go!
stream-
Look at it go! Look at it go! Look at it go!
Oh, nice.
Okay, that is sick.
Yeah. It's like one of those 360-degree cameras.
Except that the whole world is on fire.
Yeah. It's a black hole eating the ground, dude. Like, that's not cool.
I'm gonna let that upscale run. This looks cool.
It's a clean mask.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy when you have shader access. Like they're like absolutely perfect circles. Like
Yeah.
And it's cool because you could do depth too. Like if I did if I made this 1.5 and save this as depth, and then we use a depth control net, this will actually make it like a bubble. Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. I'm curious how long the upscale is going to take. It might not be worth running. Yeah, it's not. It's going to take forever. Okay, might actually kill Comfy and bring it back. Oh wow, it processed. Ooh, I think they've patched how they do the process interruption. I feel like you can interrupt processes way better now. That's a good thing. Load video depth. Okay, so now I have a depth version. So they're synced up. They do the thing. So let's add a depth control net. We need one of these, and we need one of these. We need to wire the control net through. Yep. Control net to here. And the image comes out of one of these. Control C, Control Shift V will leave everything plugged in except primitives, unfortunately. But same deal as this. We're just resizing it to fit the size of the thing, and we're gonna feed it right in because we already know it's already a depth map. We don't have to pre-process it. We made a depth map. And I'm gonna set that at 1. And we'll see what it does at full strength to add to the Shibubula. Okay. As small as it gets? Alright, cool. I'm just gonna bypass all the upscaling stuff for now. Oh, and you know what? Nah, we'll leave it alone. Boop, 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 boop. Oh. Whoa, it's making like nonsense.
What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. This is cool.
Did not know.
Oh, that's interesting. It's totally messed up. Oh no, maybe I was just like a weird preview.
This plucky synth is just making it seem like it's working so much harder, like it's rendering. Ding, 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 like,
Yep.
like,
Like the old computers in the 50s movies.
it's working, dude. We can hear it. Like,
Have you ever heard I can't remember his name. He made all the music for the IBM stuff back in the day. Jay Dilla sampled him a lot.
a Japanese guy.
No, no, American guy. Basically like early synthesis. I'm just trying to remember. Raymond Scott. You know Raymond Scott? This sounds like Raymond Scott.
No, I don't think so.
I'll send you some stuff after the stream. It's his stuff is great. But he was basically around like for the invention of the synthesizer with like IBM labs and stuff.
Nice.
He used to do like all the old 50s synthesizer ads for like cigarettes, and they're just like they got the craziest sounds, man. And you know, it's like vacuum tubes and like the most analog like diodes the size of your fist. Like, just sounds like that. I think this is making absolute nonsense for as long as it's taking. Because I have the depth up so high that it's like it's just only paying attention to the depth. It's like Hal. It's like making Hal.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry, Dave.
I'm sorry,
Can't do
Dave.
that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
pretty
actually
clean.
it's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. It's just way too controlled netted.
Control-y.
So let's increase this to
Control-y.
3 so that it's like 3 times as fast, so it's like way less frames. And then we'll play with the ControlNet a little bit, see if we can dial that in. So let's try 0.3 for both of these. And just vibe it a little bit. And it should be a much shorter run too.
You skipping
30 frames, baby. Yeah, 30 frames. Yeah, see, it's already starting to look kind of cool. It's gonna be a fireball bouncing around. There's a dude who has a particle systems node for Comfy that kind of does stuff like this. It lets you do like audio reactive particle systems, but like masks. I gotta dig into it. It looks really fun. There's just so much stuff to test. Oh my god. Can the community calm down just a little bit? Being so damn awesome. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
That was sight.
It's violent.
Get the Dragon Balls!
Yeah. That's cool. Let's try bowling ball. Bowling alley.
Oh god.
You're a bowling ball, Harry.
Harry?
Ooh, we could try pinball too. Pinball might work. Pinball. Oh, actually, that looks cool. Doesn't look like a bowling ball, but
What the heck is going on here?
so yeah, this is definitely a way to mask conditioning without having to deal with IP adapters, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's cool to use IP adapters too because, you know, images are cool. But another cool thing you can do is you don't need to use promptly wumps. You can use your own Florence runs. So you get Florence 2, you drop the Florence 2, download and load, use the cog Florence 2.2 thing, right? You know, and then you just load image. We grab 2 of these, 2 images, 2 run nodes. Image 1, image 2. We can do inits. Let's do clouds and what do I got? Like some kind of ocean thing, or maybe there we go. That'll work. Clouds of these things. Change your prompts to inputs and plug in the caption outs from the Florence nodes. And let Florence do the captioning for you. We're going to use detailed caption. Not more detailed, not caption, but detailed caption. Yeah, you can use whatever you want. Okay.
Dude, this upscaler sequence is tight.
Yeah, sounds good. So let's find out what these captions are saying by dropping a show text node underneath the clip encoders. Then we'll know what the captions are. You can also pass it through if you want, but you don't have to. Okay. I'll make these brown because they're machine learning nodes. And these are the images that we're going to be using for our prompts. Oh, that looks cool, actually. The bowling ball going up and down the alley.
It's like boing.
Yeah. Okay, so for this one, we're going to try doing this and see what it does. Oh, I forgot to plug the model into the second Florence node. Cog Florence, detailed caption. Yeah, do your thing, man. So the Florence node looks at the image and then it gives you a cool caption that you can use instead of having to type stuff. So it's a cool way to capture, to prompt with images without having to use IP adapter. Without, but you can always add IP adapter and stuff to the mix as well. Yeah, this is cool too. Might have plugged these in backwards. Looks like the clouds are in the ball. This one. Yeah, for this one. What's that?
Oh, this synth looks tight. I just repatched it into the glitchy.
Mm.
It looks like kind of like one of the input masks that you're using, or one of the you scroll over in the workflow.
Yeah.
Keep going up to the top. Yeah, the bottom picture right there kind of looks like that in a little bit. Like splatters.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Not what I asked for, but cool. Not my tempo. Let's try...
Balls.
Yeah, balls, man.
Straight up balls, dude.
So yeah, that would be for doing the prompts, but we can also just leave these as inputs too. And do your own prompting. So if you type in your own prompt, it will do the thing. If you turn these inputs and plug the strings in, they'll do their thing. So you can leave that on and it'll do its thing. If you just, whatever, it's fine. So let's say, let's make the inside cotton candy and the outside nacho cheese. I bet this is gross. I bet this is gross. Make It Rad says balls.
Balls, dude.
Balls. Make It Rad knows a thing or two about balls. He's got a few collections of balls. Might even have some ball-style GANs kicking around.
Style balls?
Me, I'm into spheres.
Spheres?
Vector displaced spheres, yeah. That's my jam. Oh man, that cotton candy is totally rolling around in that nacho cheese. This is gonna be real gross. Looks like these depth settings might be pretty good though. Let's see. Oh, that is gross.
The heck's going on here? I mean, that's clean though.
Yeah, it's cotton candy and nacho cheese, man.
Come on, man.
I gotta give the people what they want.
God damn it, dude.
It's pretty gross. Pretty gross.
Balls.
Pinball ball.
Ball,
Pinball machine.
Ball, Moran.
Let's see if it knows how to put a pinball in a pinball machine. Doot, 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 doot. Not sure what it's doing, but it's kind of cool. It's got to be better than this cotton candy dumpling rolling around in the hot nacho cheese. Looks like dim sum, like cotton candy dim sum in like terrible gas station nacho cheese.
Some type of onion.
Yeah. Purple onion. Oh, actually, I think this one might be kind of cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's neat. Yeah, this is a really interesting way to approach masking in Comfy. This more. Right on. Well, we've been at this for 2.5 hours. I might.
Man, time flies when you're.
I
having
know.
fun, dude.
I know. I think we might wrap things
really
up here.
Contributed anything? I've just been sitting.
Oh,
here
you've
just fucking
contributed quite a
fast.
bit. The soundtrack has been fantastic.
I could just sit in the background from now on and just like let the arpeggiator
Just
play and
vibing.
have background music, dude. I won't
Just
say
vibe.
anything.
Hell yeah. Just bleep bloop. But yeah, man, you got any albums coming out? You got any music coming up? You got no stuff out right now you want to tell the people about? What's going on in Shadows Land right now?
Nothing too much. I have one remaining album that I've been too lazy to put into distribution, so there's 2 of them.
You mean
out.
you've been holding it back because it's too good?
Yeah. Yep, maybe when I find the need to release it, I'll put it up on there.
Yeah, man. I mean, your last ambient records ones, the other ones that you did are just absolutely fantastic. I love them.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Interesting
And,
that like a great majority of those tracks are just one takes also. And it's just like press record for 5 minutes and then there's the track. Like
yeah.
no producing afterwards, just like boom, straight from the synths to the disc.
Well, you know, that's really the best way a lot of the time. Like I find we just like bang it out and like, you know, get her done.
Yeah.
Sometimes those really give you the best results.
Yeah. It's like,
Most of my favorite beats were just like, you know, stuff we banged out that day. Like, yeah, cleaned up later, but you know, all the core work was done in that first session.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get it good on the way in, then the result is just like you don't really have to do much, you know?
Yeah.
It's why I invested so much into some of this analog gears, because it just sounds so good to where you don't have to process it afterwards, you know?
And
Just play it,
sounds that
play
good
it.
are immediately inspiring, and anything that inspires you to create is worth it, in my opinion. Like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of synths myself, but I wish I did. You know, just they are little inspiration machines, just like AI, just like all the tools we use. Like, you know, if you're not having fun, what the hell are you doing?
Right. I feel like as long as if you get one good analog synth, then that's like really all you need.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they all do kind of different things, you know?
Yep.
And you get one good one, and it's like you don't really have to get much after that because it's just so dope, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just kind of play around. You just slowly get things to kind of beef it up.
Yeah, like
Kinda
you
how
find
you
your
would
synth
upgrade yeah, kinda
doesn't
like how
make
you
a
would
certain
upgrade
sound you
your
like,
device.
so you just like, oh, I need to get this kind of synth that makes this sound, and then you're in the rabbit.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like kind of exploratory, where if you think about like all these ComfyUI modules, if they were pieces of hardware that you would have to buy, and
Yeah.
it's like you really research what each thing does, and
Yeah.
then the cool thing about having hardware is you can sell it pretty much for the price that you got it, minus like $100 or so.
Yeah, holds its
You know what I
value.
mean? Minus
Doesn't
used
depreciate.
price, but, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's definitely a good place
fun,
to hang your cash.
Yeah. And then there's video synth stuff too. It's just like the same same thought process, but with video.
Yeah.
And I haven't fallen completely down this hole. I just have like a little starter rack that I can just like mess with.
No, that hole goes very
yeah,
deep.
basic keying and stuff. But yeah, there's some crazy stuff that you could do with this.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
since
it's
all those
interesting.
they have inputs,
Yeah.
so you can wire your like LFOs and stuff into them, right? Like
Yeah, it would be
you
interesting
can start
to
tying the two together.
It would be interesting to have a like a diffusion module to generate inside of a hardware rack.
Yeah.
So like, if there was some way to like shrink a video card or use like a mobile video card or some type of thing to like make a video module that can just diffuse, like, it probably wouldn't even need much nowadays to just generate single images. You know what I mean? Like maybe you could have like a mobile video card with a simple workflow, and then maybe have like a voice activated mic that somehow translates your voice into a text prompt, like so it gets the text, you know? Because I don't know, you wouldn't want like to type into a little module that doesn't have a lot of space, you know what I mean? You want to have like patch points and stuff, so it's like you would need like maybe like a translator or something that just takes your voice and types it out for you inside of the module.
Yeah.
And then you'd be able to like patch the colors out, patch things into. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I think you can. I mean, you could get some of the way there with dot simulate stream diffusion stuff in Touch Designer, but then you'd have to build like a little lunch pail machine or something that just boots up and goes right into it, and just you just like talk to it how you talk to it, and have some endpoints, feed it prompts, and then maybe put all the prompt weights on like encoders, and then you could like like house or like sky or like and just set those LFOs and stuff too. Yeah, man. Right. I mean, sky's the limit once you get in there, right?
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Because you can do Touch OSC with Touch Designer, so you could absolutely have a device on your rack that's just controlling that and just run it through your machine and do this. So yeah, I mean, you could probably do this locally, man. Try and set that up.
Interesting.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that stuff is
just feed
fun,
it back in. Yeah, feed it back into the video rig so you get that full speed thing back, like because it get all the glitches and stuff moving back again at 24 frames. Yeah. Nerdy.
Nerds, you freaking nerds. Oh my
god.
Can't believe you guys are so cool.
Yeah. Super cool. Right on, man. Well, I really appreciate you hanging out and doing the thing and playing the music, and yeah, many more things we'll do in the future, and we'll have you back on soon. Absolutely. Yeah, it was very fun, and hopefully people got a glimpse into what we do every friggin' night. But this is basically it. Just hang out and make stuff. So yeah, I really appreciate everybody who came out and listened, everybody who hung out, all that stuff. Hit up the Patreon, hit up the Discord, hit up all the things. Subscribe on YouTube, smash the like and subscribe and punch it in the bell and do all the things. I'll be back this weekend. I'm not sure what I'm gonna go after, but there's been a lot of stuff to play with, like COG and some other stuff. So maybe we'll rent an H100 and just rip COG prompts for an hour. That might be kind of fun. So yeah. Thanks everybody. We'll see y'all soon. Yeah, drive safe, do all the cool stuff, and yeah, if just roll back and build that mask conditioning stuff. It's really just these two nodes. Let me switch back. Just do that real quick. It's just these nodes here, the conditioning set mask and conditioning combine. So you're just setting two prompts and masking them and combining them. So try that, and yeah, tag me in the stuff you make, and Pers loves you, all the shit. Shadow, what do you want to say, man? Sounds good, man.
Bye-bye.
All right, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you soon.